This is Darrell Brooks, and he's turning a Wisconsin courtroom into an absolute circus. I can't believe the judge is letting most of this even happen. And I've got to show you this, otherwise, you wouldn't even believe what's going down in the courtroom. By the way, he's a really bad dude. This is the guy behind the wheel of a red SUV in Waukesha that plowed through a Christmas parade crowd. And now, look what's happening in the courtroom as the judge watches over the proceedings.
My first question.
Okay, why was it an issue with me bringing this?
Mr. Brooks, I'm only going to ask you one more time, and if you don't answer it
if I don't
correctly, then
understand, if I don't understand what was the problem in the get-go with the question, how am I supposed to answer it now?
Mr. Brooks, listen to me, please. I'm going to ask this question one more time.
Man,
it calls for
I don't
a yes or no.
I don't like your tone and the way you're talking to me. I don't.
Mr.
I don't
Brooks,
appreciate it.
Sit down. I don't care if you don't like my tone. You've been
I'm not
pushing my
gonna sit down.
buttons all day throughout this entire
Okay, you've been
trial, and
pushing
I
my
have
buttons
showed
too?
the utmost of respect
No,
for
you
you,
haven't.
and I don't
Absolutely
appreciate
not.
you impugning the integrity of this court.
If that's
I
what you
don't.
want to call it, that's fine, but it's
Stop
not accurate.
talking.
What you mean, stop talking?
I need to make a ruling. Okay,
Well,
This is how it was throughout the proceedings, with the jury many times present in the courtroom. It got absolutely positively explosive. Here's another moment where Darrell Brooks and the judge were not getting on very well.
Let's bring the jury back in.
Well, you might as well remove me then, because what you're doing is not fair. I can't even rebut what you're saying. I didn't interrupt you. I let you make your incorrect record.
Mr. Brooks, I'm bringing the jury out and we're continuing. We're going to get through these witnesses.
And I'm not stopping you from
Through your
doing that.
behavior, you're not going to delay these proceedings today.
I'm not trying
We're
to
gonna
delay the
continue.
proceedings, so I wish you would stop being incorrect on the record and saying what I'm trying to do if you don't know that. You don't know
Mr.
what
Brooks,
I'm trying to
bringing
do.
the jury out. I'm not going to argue with you.
Then don't. Because I'm not arguing with you either. I'm stating
You're
facts.
raising your voice. It's very
Because I'm
unique tone,
tired of you
and
always
it's
making a
yelling
record.
at me.
You're making a record of me trying to look bad. I know what you're trying to do. It's not going to work.
I'm making a record of what's accurately
You're
being
making
done
a
in my
record of
courtroom.
incorrect statements. That's
This is how the courtroom is going. And from time to time, he'll be moved into another room and connected via Zoom. But there are more and more of these moments than you could ever imagine.
Right. Mr. Brooks, do you have any redirect for this witness? Mr. Brooks, do you have any further questions for Mr. Marquez? Record should reflect that Mr. Brooks is reading out of a book. He has not answered the question. I will ask one more time.
He was reading
if
a
you
Bible
have
at this
any-
time, obviously a signal to the jury, and just paying no attention to what was going on. And when he was paying attention, it was more of this.
Did you have to have surgery on that leg?
objection. Leading.
Overruled. Overruled. If we just wait when there's a...
Sí.
Let's
Yes.
see what y'all
Just one?
Nada más una cirugía.
trying to get here.
Dos. Two.
That's not going to work either.
Mr. Brooks, you are advised to stop with the commentary.
No, I'm going to say what I want
You
to say.
called this witness. I'm going to take a break right now and excuse the jury and this witness.
This is unbelievable behavior. I'm sure the judge is just trying to stay on the safe side of things since he's defending himself. But there's got to be a lot of moments where she would love to just yell at this guy.
And
Do you see the state of Wisconsin president in the courtroom today?
Objection, argumentative,
Grounds.
irrelevant.
sustained. Final warning, sir. Next topic or the cross-examination, I will
You
bring it to
don't
an
got to
end.
keep doing that, Your Honor.
And finally, I wanted to show you this because eventually the prosecutor got angry and she said, enough's enough. I've got to defend this courtroom and this judge.
You decide what's relevant, what's admissible, not Mr. Brooks. There is no law. He can cite to no law. You smartly asked me to play it without the audio, and I did that, and then I never went back to that. This is all to the benefit of this defendant who continues to suggest and impugn the integrity of this court and this prosecution without basis. He doesn't like it because the evidence is stacking up and stacking up. And whenever it does, his response is to accuse you, the court, or the prosecutors of being unethical and hiding things. There is nothing in law that prevents me from pulling something out of my briefcase right now and making it an exhibit if it's relevant. You decide what's relevant, what's admissible, not Mr. Brooks. There is
Pretty intense stuff. If you're the judge, how do you handle this situation? Do you just throw him out of the rest of his trial? Can you even do that? It's got to be incredibly frustrating. Let me know what you think in the comments below and give me those reactions. Facebook.com/thenewsjunkie. Hit that follow button. YouTube.com/thenewsjunkie. Hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.